Germany. CBC television films on the spot for the World Hockey Championships now bring you the big one. The game against the defending champions, Soviet Russia. Both Canada and Russia, up to this point, have come through with 7 consecutive victories. And here on this beautiful late afternoon, it is 5 o'clock in Germany at this moment. The big one is just about ready to get underway. Our two officials today are from Switzerland. They are Mr. Miller and Mr. Hauser. They have worked one of the Canadian games prior. Canada has racked up 61 goals against only 6 for the opposition. And Russia has scored 39 times and given up 8. Here is an exchange of flags by the two captains. George McAvoy, number 3 of Canada, and Bobrov, number 9 of the Soviet team. The game was a little bit delayed in starting. Actually, it is past the scheduled starting time right now because at the last moment the officials found something wrong with the net to our left. The Soviet team is attired in red and white. The Canadian team, of course, with the prominent blue maple leaf on the front of the large white band in their blue, red, and white uniforms. There will be no difficulty in distinguishing them, I am sure. They're discussing the actual measurement of the sticks now. One of the two Switzerland officials who are working this afternoon's game is having a very close check insofar as apparently the length of the stick is concerned and its depth at the blade where it lies on the ice. That is playing coach Grant Warwick, who is furthering the discussion right now. Bunny Ahern, the International Ice Hockey President, is beneath us, apparently engaging in the discussion that was brought about by the referees, incidentally, and not by any of the players on either side. Well, the argument was in reference to the length of the Russian sticks. They are definitely longer in the blade than the Canadian sticks, and here we go, face-off number 1, the big one, underway. Billy Warwick in center ice. Pochkov, P-O-T-C-H-K-O-V is the Russian goalie. Nikolai Pochkov. Offside, whistled by one of the Swiss players, Swiss officials. Face off at the spot just outside the Soviet blue line. First minute of play. Up into the crowd. Jack McIntyre is playing at center, flanked by Bill Warwick and Brother Grant. Shuvalov, number 8, feeds the pass over intended for Bobrov. Right in front of the net, and Jack Taggart clears it away for Canada to McIntyre. There goes Warwick on the right. This is going to be one of the noisiest places you've ever heard this afternoon, come what may. Great contingent of Canadian soldiers and airmen are here, and plenty of Canadian supporters as well. Warwick and Bobrov in the corner fighting for it. Bobic, number 7, gets his pass out. It's pushed away by Bill Warwick. Here is Hal Torella. To McIntyre. To Bill. Backhander. Turned away to the corner by Pochkov. On this side, Bobic comes up right wing for the Soviet team. He is number 7. Drop pass. Back to Shuvalov, and McClellan holds the shot, calling for a face-off. Canada has sent in 5 new men. We have Dick Warwick at center. Kilburn at right wing. That's Doug with the puck right now, and Jack McDonald at left wing. Defense McAvoy and Conway. It's Jack McDonald. Flips one to the far corner. 2 men go looking for it. Dickie Warwick is in there. Kilburn traps it. And they jam it up against the boards along with the official for a face-off. All set to go with Dick Warwick. Gets the draw. Flip-out pass by Dick intended for Kilburn is broken up by the Soviet team. This is Dick again. And his shot is deflected just as he let it go. Russian pass clearing out, comes all the way down the ice. Call back for icing. Close call with Jack McDonald. Russia on the attack up the right wing. Doug Kilburn from the corner. Flip pass out to Jack McDonald just inside the blue line. Jack fires for the corner again. Ian Kilburn and Dick Warwick are all in. George McAvoy is inside too. Here is the Russian break with Uvarov feeding the pass over, and McClellan made a beautiful kick-out stop. Missed the net from close in. Behind the net is Conway. And two members of the Soviet team are battling with him for it. Now it's Doug Kilburn settling things down for just a moment. Makes the pass to McDonald, flips in, Dickey goes in for it. Kilburn has it. Back to Dick. Out to Doug. Backhander right over the goalie's head. Number 6. McClellan kicks it out right under the stick of George McAvoy, the Canada captain. Krylov took it away from him behind the net. Out in front. Shot missed the net. That was Kusin, number 10. The Russians are putting on the power. Plenty of pressure. Krylov, number 6 for Russia. Shot stopped by McAvoy. Ahead to Kilburn. Flips the pass to Dick Warwick. McDonald comes up and Dick goes down. But he retained possession of that puck miraculously. Krylov. Over to Kusin, caught by the officials for offside. Here is Mike Shabaga in now with Jimmy Fairburn and Jim Middleton. Middleton has it. Flips into Fairburn, out in front to Shabaga, and it's a goal! Was Mike Shabaga's 6th goal in these World Hockey Championships. It came at 4 minutes and 25 seconds of this first period and puts Canada out in front. Middleton and Fairburn getting assists on it. That's Middleton with the puck, firing it into the corner. There goes Fairburn after it. Jimmy Fairburn came out of that one. Still in possession. Here's Shabaga with him. Pass over is intercepted. Fairburn took a good stiff body check, went down to the ice, but he's up and okay. Altarella, now Middleton. To Shabaga. Flips one about 8 feet wide of the net. Canada now putting on the pressure and keeping Russia inside its own zone. Shot. Deflected by Taggart. Beachcock, number 13, drop pass back to Dragubov. Behind the net, they're slashing at it, and McClellan clears it away. Altarella picking up the loose puck. All set to go. McIntyre is back at center with Grant Warwick at right wing. Brother Bill at left. Conway, McAvoy at defense. This is Grant to Brother Bill. Check momentarily. Flips it in, and McIntyre is skating offside. Shuwellow's pass over to Grobov, intercepted by Grant Warwick. He's in the zone now. McIntyre has it in front to Bill. Bill knocks the goalie down, but can't get the puck around. He himself goes down behind the net. Here's a three-man Russian break. McAvoy flashing at the puck. He's going to get it. Yes, sir. The official finger points to George McAvoy. 2 minutes in the Husko. Canada playing a man short now for the next 2 minutes. 5 men against 6. The pass right in front of the net. Conway got to it, and Middleton fired it down to relieve pressure. Canada has Tarala and Conway on. along with Middleton and McIntyre. 2 minutes to George McAvoy at 5:15 for tripping. Middleton clears the center ice. This is McIntyre. Canada in front of Russia by 1-0 on Shabaga's goal after 4 minutes, 25 seconds of this first period. This is Bobic, who almost went up in the crowd. Middleton clears it again, trying to give it to McIntyre, and Mac has it. Jimmy Middleton goes down in the corner looking for it. He and the Russian player tangled, and both of them almost went over the boards. These boards, incidentally, are very low. Knocks his man down. The puck is picked up behind the net by Shubanoff. Cleared out. Eugene Bobic is after it. Goes to Shubaloff. Middleton traps him. The shot is about 8 feet wide of the net and comes all the way out to center ice again. Shubaloff to Bobrov. Slap shot is stopped by Kevin Conway. Here's McIntyre. Called by the officials for offside. Forward line of Dick Warwick and Doug Fairburn right now. High Lofter by Kilburn. That's Kilburn, not Fairburn. Doug Kilburn, number 8. Here's Taggart at center. Just fires it back in. He's on defense with Torella. And Canada is still killing this penalty to George McAvoy. Shot deflected off Dick Warwick. Tries to flip out, intended for Kilburn, lost. In the corner, Kusin has it. Out it comes to Sologubov. In front, and they missed a great chance with McClellan splitting to try and make the save. They missed the open net. Fired all the way down, called back for offside. Canada back at full strength now with McAvoy on the ice. We have Dick Warwick, MacDonald, and Kilburn as the forward line. Conway and McAvoy defense. This is Kilburn ahead to Dick Warwick. Looks for MacDonald, gives it to him. All set to go. Out it came, the officials say, so we'll have a face-off at the spot just outside the blue line. MacDonald. Break up by Kevin Conway, caught by the officials for offside at Canada's blue line. Dickie Warwick gets the draw. Tries to pass over. It is intercepted by Ubarov, and he breaks the stick. Doug Kilburn from behind Canada's net. Another broken stick. The boy who just broke the first one broke that one. Kilburn is after it on the far side. So is Dick Warwick. MacDonald intercepts. Ahead to Kilburn in front. And he couldn't get his shot away properly. Missed the net by about a foot. Here's MacDonald on this side. From the corner, goes around. Comes out himself. May shoot. He's still got possession of it. Intended for Dick Warwick. Break up by the Soviets. Krylov got his shot away, but it was well wide of the net. Still inside Canada's zone. Here's MacDonald. Up with Kilburn. Doug takes a slap at it. MacDonald has it for Canada. Oh, we'll see what he does this time. Right in front. And deflected away. MacDonald still got it. Over to McAvoy. His shot is on the ice, and the goalie splits to save it. Krylov coming up. Fell over a broken stick that was lying in front of the Soviet players' bench. McAvoy. Kilburn goes to the corner looking for it, and the Soviets fire it down to hit the crowd. We've gone 10 minutes and 45 seconds of this first period of the big one at Krefeld, Germany. Canada in front on Mike Shabaga's goal after 4 minutes 25 seconds. Shabaga is on now at center with Middleton and Fairburn. The defense is Taggart and Torella. It is Jimmy Fairburn from the far corner. Way up here to Middleton. Backhander is kicked away, right out in front. Leastoff, number 12. Shot was almost deflected. Hit a cameraman behind the screen. That screen is very light mesh, not much protection. Here's your face-off. Slap shot is missed, deflected by Torella, and McClellan makes no mistake about firing it out. Here's Middleton. His pass is intercepted in the center ice zone by Bichkov. Torella has it now in the near corner. Trying a pass out intended for Middleton. Is intercepted by Kachowski. Behind the net, and Russia is putting on the pressure, and Shabaga almost turned it into his own goal. That is Bichkov, number 13. Shabaga poked it off. Stopped by Taggart. Loose in front. Bichkov, number 13, feeds behind the net, out in front. Right across it went. Kurichev fires it into the corner. Listoff, number 12, along with Taggart, fighting for possession. Here comes Jack out with it. Slaps at it. Shabaga has it. Pass to Middleton on this side. Jimmy started to go around his defenseman and just slipped down to the ice. Middleton again. Bichkov for Soviet Union. Deflected by Jack Taggart. And Taggart has it. Here he comes. Flip pass ahead to Shabaga. Knocked off his stick, and Taggart picks it up again in center ice. There's Jimmy Fairburn with it now. Trying to pass out, he hits the post from behind. Middleton once again for Canada. Fires it down, stopped in midair by a Soviet stick. And Mike Shabaga stopped that one on his ankle. Up into the stands again. McIntyre flanked by Grant Warwick at right wing and Bill Warwick at left wing. Bill, you'll notice, is the only Canadian player wearing a helmet. All of the Russian players do. We've gone about 13 and a half minutes of this first period. Canada in front by 1-0. Bill Warwick losing it. Right across to Grant. Slapped away, and Conway is Johnny on the spot. Shuvaloff and Conway jockeying for it. McAvoy sends it out to center ice. This is Bobrov beneath us. Big right winger, captain of the Soviet team, goes down of his own accord. Over to Shuvaloff. Cleared away. Here's Bill with it now. Pass intended for McIntyre, too far off the end of his stick. Bobrov being checked by Bill Warwick. Picks up the loose puck, goes in. Bill Warwick on the break. In front of the net, that puck was deflected. Might have been pretty dangerous. Bobich on the far boards, fires it over. McAvoy knocks it down. Here comes Captain George, firing ahead, intended for McIntyre, too far. And now Bill Warwick has it, dropped pass to McIntyre. In front, kicked out, and cleared down all the way to the Canadian zone. From behind his own net, Kevin Conway. Pass intended for Bill Warwick, who ran into the official, and the puck goes all the way down the ice. No icing on that. Bobrov. And McAvoy intercepts in center. Here's McIntyre now, all by his lonesome. Grant Warwick comes from right wing over to these boards. Flip pass behind him to Brother Bill. Lost in the corner. McIntyre can't get to it. Perhaps Grant can. McIntyre does get it. His shot is deflected by one of the Russian defensemen. Missed the net by about 3 or 4 feet. Behind the net, Bill. And Grant goes for it on the other side now. Kachowski passes up to his left winger. George McAvoy went down hard. He's going to get the gate apparently for, wait a minute. That pointing of the finger usually means an official call, not this time. Grant Warwick, Doug Kilburn, and Jack McDonald, Canada's forward line now. Taggart and Torella at defense. This is Kilburn. Backhander is turned away to this corner. Luchkov is the Soviet goaltender. Here's McDonald. Shoots. It hits Dickie Warwick in the back of the legs. Beachcoff loses it in center ice. That's Dick Warwick with it. Looks for Kilburn, looks for McDonald. Tries to feed a pass in center to Kilburn. Knocks away to the corner. Kusin starts up the left board. Pass comes to Ubarov. Torella takes care of him, and McDonald knocks it down. Called by the officials for knocking the puck forward. Dickey gets it on the draw, then loses it right away. Ubarov, number 11. Here's Krylov, number 6 for the Russian team. Ubarov again. And Dickey knocks it off the stick of the Russian player on these boards. Right in front! McClellan, a great save! Man, he sure beat him on that one. McDonald starts up the far boards. Kusin has it. Fires in. Torella for Canada now behind his own net. We have about 3 minutes to go. Canada in front, 1-0 first period. Al Torella. Slap shot knocks the stick out of the hands of Mr. Ubarov of the Soviet squad. And the pass comes all the way out to center ice where Jack Taggart has it. Fires to the corner. Around the horn. Over on this side, McDonald's after it. Close Torella. Torella slaps a pass in, but nobody can get to it. Soviets pick it up on the move. Krylov and Torella in this corner. Krylov took it away from him right in front of the net. And Kilburn comes up to save the day. Flips for the corner and McDonald goes in for it, but Dick Warwick is skating offside. That hit McAvoy in the back. Listov on the far side. The puck is high in the air. Conway held it, the officials say, a little bit too long. Very little bit. Mike Shabaga. The 5 men outside of the Russian goaltender are all in Canada's defense zone. Conway has it. Runs into his man. Jimmy Fairburn's got it now on the corner. And it's cleared out into center ice. Here's Jim Middleton. Trying to get a pass away intended for Fairburn. Deflected almost onto Shabaga's stick. Gudachev, number 14 for Russia. From behind his own goal, Fairburn breaks it up. Bounced right over Shabaga's stick. McAvoy took his man and himself and the puck all down together. Shot missed the net by about a foot on the left side. And from the corner, Russia tries to move it out with Conway bumping his man and falling for a faceoff. Canadian player changes, bringing on Jack McDonald, Doug Kilburn, Bill Warwick, and now Hal Torella is coming out. Conway or McAvoy will have to come off. It's Conway coming off. McAvoy and Torella at defense. Jack McDonald plays center ice for this very important face-off way down in Canadian territory. 1-0 Canada, a minute to go. Torella behind the net. Over to Kilburn on the far side. Head to McDonald. Bill Warwick just missed it behind the Russian net. Bobrov way down on the far side after taking a rink-wide pass. Behind the net, Torella comes out with it. Pass intended for Jack McDonald, a little too far off the end of his stick. McDonald and Bill Warwick. Here's Warwick with it. Bobbitt trying to come out. Pass across to Bobroff on the far side, who is switched now to left wing. He started at right wing. McAvoy just took him neatly out of the play, and Doug Kilburn starts up. About 10 seconds, according to the clock, left to go. Here's McDonald. Shoots the hard one. Rebound right in front, and Jack's in there looking. There's the end of the first period. Canada won, the Soviet Union nothing. We're set to go now. Here's the opening face-off of the second period. Canada in front of Russia by 1-0 in the final game of the World Ice Hockey Championship played at Krefeld Arena. Face-off from the corner where the puck was held against the boards. Dick Warwick at center. Doug Kilburn at right wing. Jack McIntyre at left wing. Playing coach Grant Warwick is juggling his team around a bit. Kilburn. Back to Dick Warwick. Over to Torella. Shoots. Missed the net. And Dick Warwick had a shot at it from the side, but couldn't get to it. Dragubov holding Warwick's stick and lost to Taggart. Jack's all by himself. Shot didn't leave the ice, and Pochkov turned it away. Russia moves up on the attack at center ice. Intended for Bobroff, called for offside. Dick Warwick at center. McIntyre has a word to say to him. Jack's playing left wing. Tape coming loose on Dick's left stocking, holding proceedings up for just a moment. Mike Shabaga got his 6th goal of the World Hockey Championships at 4 minutes, 25 seconds of the first period. The only score so far. There's been just one penalty. Bobbitt. Torella takes it from McClelland. Bobroff in the corner. Here's McIntyre trying to get a pass up, intended for Dick Warwick, broken up in front of the net and broken up nicely by Taggart. Here's McIntyre with Warwick. Jack McIntyre has it in for Kilburn. Knocked away to the corner. Taggart has it again. Now Dick Warwick over to Taggart in front, and he couldn't get his stick on it. And it's Bobbitt. Poke checked away by Hal Torella. Up into the crowd it goes. Here's your player changes. The two players' benches are side by side directly beneath us. This catwalk is about 30 or 40 feet above the seats. So we'll have Mike Shabaga, the goal scorer of the night so far. At center, Jim Middleton left wing, Jim Fairburn at right wing. McAvoy and Conway at defense. Krylov gets his pass over to Kusin. Intercepted. Middleton has it. Now Shabaga. Trying to pass it out, and Kusin knocks it away. Krylov, number 6, swings a pass over on this wing. Intended for Kusin. Kusin to Uvarov. And here's Kusin again with it. Watched by the officials. Face-off. The two officials working this important game are both from Switzerland, Messrs. Mueller and Hauser. Krylov fights with Captain McAvoy for the puck, and Middleton comes from behind Canada's net. Flip pass to this wing intended for Jimmy Fairburn, led him just a little bit too much. But Jim's after it in the corner. Here is Kusin up the near boards. Pass goes over to Krylov on the far side, can't control it. Uvarov picks it up, stopped by McAvoy at Canada's defense line. Drop pass back to Middleton by McAvoy. Middleton still has it. Flipped in front to Shabaga, and Mike just couldn't control it. In the corner, a little bit of high sticking. They jammed the puck, so they call for a face-off. Mike Shabaga on the face-off. He gets control. Flips in front, and Fairburn almost kicked the puck in. Hotchkoff made a nice save and upset Middleton doing it. That would have been a real cutie by Jimmy Fairburn if he got away with it. Face off in the circle to the right of the Russian net. The Russian is defending the goal to our right this period, and it comes out to center where McAvoy has it. Fires it into the corner. Canada's team is employing a different mode of attack in this game than the other ones you've seen. Firing the puck into the corner, and then 5 men go in looking for it. Hitchcock got his shot away. It was cleared, and Conway is in with his man in the corner. Conway is going to get 2 minutes for holding. It is the second penalty of the night, both to Canada. Canada will play a man short for the next 2 minutes. Conway skates into the penalty box. So let's see what captain playing coach Grant Warwick is going to do here. He's going to send Jack Taggart out, that's for sure. And probably Jack McIntyre, because McIntyre is a great penalty killer. Here's Taggart and McIntyre. It will be probably Middleton to come off. That's right, here's Middleton coming off. So it leaves us with McIntyre, Tarella, who is going to take the center spot for this face-off, McAvoy and Taggart. Shot missed the net. One of the Russians upset right in front. Taggart playing without a stick. His is broken. And McIntyre has it. Back all the way through. And he couldn't control the puck after he beat the goalie. The goaltender's stick is away over in the far corner, and he has left his net wide open. Man, that one was close before. Listov, number 12 for Russia. Fires a pass over, hits the boards, bounces high in the air. Listov has it again. Russia passing pattern. Trying to work it out inside Canada's defense zone. Back it goes again. Slap shot behind the net. Listov has it there. Slapped away, and McCullough made a great save, and McIntyre cleared it. Grant Warwick has come on to replace Jack McIntyre. Canada is still a man short. They're leading 1-0 in the second period, with Conway sitting out a 2-minute penalty for holding. Interception by Captain George McAvoy, and lost into center ice again, where it's picked up by Bobic. Grant Warwick knocks it back to center again. Sologubov. Ahead intended for Bobic down the far side, but Taggart's got it. Fires it into center ice, and Canada is at full strength once again, and Bill Warwick has come on. Here's Torella. Hal comes off, and Jack McDonald goes on. Bobic from the corner. Cleared away by McDonald. Over McClellan's head. Into this corner now. Intercepted by McIntyre, by McDonald. Jack McDonald. Losing it in turn to Shuvalov. And behind the net and over into this corner, and Grant Warwick comes over. 5 Russians are inside Canada's defense zone right now. McAvoy has it. Flips it out. Caught by one of the Russians, knocked down. Roboff, and the shot missed the net by about 6 feet. Bill Warwick in the corner, and as they start to jam it up, the officials blow the whistle for a face-off. We have gone 6 minutes and 20 seconds of the second period. Some of the spectators have been firing a few small items of debris out on the ice. There was a hold-up for that. Also, some of the more rabid ones are apparently blowing whistles that's causing the officials a little bit of concern. Here's McAvoy. And Russia still has 5 men inside Canada's defense zone. As McAvoy fires a pass out intended for McDonald, called back for icing. McDonald on the face-off. Behind the net, that's Conway. Trying to get it out, and it pops up into the crowd. McDonald taking the center spot for the face-off. In the circle to the right of the Canadian net, at our left. 0-2 Uvarov. And Conway ran into his man and knocked him down. He couldn't get the shot away. Here's McAvoy with Grant Warwick and Bill going up the far wing. Over to Bill. Drops the pass right off on the stick of McAvoy. He fires way over here to Conway. Kevin's shot is blocked by one of the Russian defensemen. Here's Bobrov coming up. Poke checked off his stick, but onto the stick of Uvarov. From the corner and now behind the net. It is Bill Warwick losing it behind there, and McClelland had to go out. McDonald and Warwick. Grant off his stick, but onto the stick of Bill. Right in front of the net, and Grant couldn't get to it. McAvoy did, though. Flipped a shot that was wide. It's behind the net. Score! How the puck ever got in, I'll never tell you. But they're beating on Bill Warwick. So he's the man. Seven minutes and 35 seconds, the time of that goal, which must have come up over the top of the net. Frankly, I did not see it. And bounced in off one of the Russian players right in front of the net, Shubalov, number 8. But Bill Warwick, behind the net, flipped it up and gets credit for the goal. Here's McAvoy. Canada now leads 2-0. 4 Canadians go up. Jack McIntyre going in close, shoots wide of the net. McAvoy from the far corner. Starts to bore his way in. Flips to Bill. Bill's in front, shoots. And Puchkov managed to kick that one away. Bobich going down the far side, and George McAvoy is going to get the gate for 2 minutes. The time of the penalty to McAvoy is 8 minutes and 10 seconds. So Canada, for the third time tonight, plays a man short. McClelland got a beautiful stop on that one. Here's Kilburn along with Dick Warwick. Over to Dick. He's still got it. Passing intended for Kilburn. Doug's got it loose again. Over to Warwick. In front to Kilburn. Back to Warwick. And Soviet Union breaks up the center. A honey of a body check by Tarala. And another one on the far side. There are Soviet bodies all over this ice surface right now. 3 of them went down in the space of about 5 seconds. And the crowd, which is predominantly Canadian here, judging from the noise they're making, got a great kick out of that last little flurry of activity. On the far side to Krylov. Way over in this corner. Here's Jack Taggart. Canada's still a man short. Just clears down to the corner to relieve the pressure. About 40 seconds left to go on McAvoy's penalty, his second of the night. Conway got the other one. Broken up by Tarala, and both boys go down. McIntyre shoots it down the ice. Canada leads by 2 goals to 0 at just about the halfway mark of the second period. Coming in from that side, beautifully stopped by Hal Tarala. Taggart stopped that one. Uvarov tries to break away, and the puck comes out to center ice. Canada back at full strength again. McDonald comes on along with McIntyre and Bill Warwick. Here's Conway with it now at his own blue line. He is playing with Corella at defense. Almost all the way through, and the puck went off the end of his stick. The Soviet goalie's about 15 feet out. Conway to Bill Warwick. Flips over, intended for McDonald, too far away from him. This is Kusin feeding a pass in to Bichkov. McIntyre to McDonald. Here comes Jack right up beside his own net. To Bill Warwick. Back to McDonald, and he just couldn't control it. But he still got it. The Soviet attack at this particular moment, and for the 10 minutes of this period so far, has been rather conspicuous by its absence. One power play, and that was about all. McIntyre in the corner. Out it comes. Almost deflected in. Bill tried to knock it in. McIntyre has it again. He drew about 3 men away with him, and he finally lost the puck. But Conway was there. McIntyre has to wait until Bill Warwick gets back on side. He does, and Jack fires it inside. Called for icing against the Soviet Union. Incidentally, at the top of your screen, you probably will observe what appears to be a rather dark smudge or dark line running directly across it at times. The camera positions here on the catwalk are not of the best, and directly in front of us is a large advertising gimmick of some nature that does get across the top of the picture once in a while. So you'll know what it is. It's nothing that we can avoid, unfortunately, from this position. Shabaga's at center, Middleton at left wing, Fairburn at right wing. Mike has it out to Jimmy. Couldn't get it. Kusin comes up this side, along with Plaistoff in center. Plaistoff swings to the corner, runs into Shabaga, and Conway takes it to the far side. Over here to Fairburn, to Mike Shabaga, scored the first goal, Mike. Well, that's pretty good, 2 bodies for 1 that time. Here's McAvoy starting to bore in, flips to Fairburn in front, Shabaga. The goal is 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Gives Canada a 3-0 lead over Russia. Shabaga's second goal of the night, his 7th over here. Shumilov fires a pass over to the far side, gets a return pass in front, tries to poke a pass to one of his teammates, and there's nobody there. Here's Jimmy Fairburn. Drop pass to Shabaga. Flip pass over intended for Middleton, too hot to handle. Jimmy's still looking for it over there. Soviet pass across the width of the ice surface. Goes a little bit astray, intended for Bobrov. And Conway has it from behind his own net. Sending that pass for Middleton. He couldn't get to it. Bobic in the corner. Tries to center out. Comes over to Bobrov on this side now. Back here to Dragobov. Fairburn almost upset him trying to get the puck, and finally, well, Shabaga had a whack at it too. Bobic on the far side, drop pass back to Bobrov, and McAvoy took care of him. Bobic had a few words to say to the official. Pass intended for Jimmy Middleton, he couldn't reach it. Kilburn kicked it off the stick of the Soviet man. Bobrov goes almost all the way through. It is loose shot. The cover made a great save, and Bobrov is knocked down, and they missed the open net. That's Doug Kilburn. Takes his man down against the far boards, and there may be a penalty. Wait till we see. Apparently not. This crowd is so noisy, it's almost impossible to hear the officials whistle. Middleton with Warwick. Feeds to Dick in front, backhander. Well, the Canadian boys thought that was in, but it was not. It hit the side of the net. Middleton in the corner with it now. And the Soviet team is just taking now to shooting the puck up the ice to relieve the pressure. That's Bobrov on the far side. Here is Bobic here. Conway took care of him. Ahead to Dick Warwick off the end of his stick. Bobrov couldn't handle that pass. It's 3-0 Canada right now. 15 minutes gone of the second period. This is Doug Kilburn. Drop pass back to Dick Warwick. And the return pass went astray. Bobrov. Ridden out of the play by McAvoy, and McIntyre picks it up. Kilburn right in front. Jack's backhander is at the side of the net, right in front. And Dick Warwick almost rammed it home. He's still got it. He shoots in front, and McIntyre tried to deflect it in. That's McAvoy behind the net to McIntyre. Out in front to Dick Warwick. He's still got it back there. Here it is, and now Conway hates a shot. He missed the net. They are giving this Russian team right now plenty of fits. McIntyre flips one. It's still in there. McIntyre has it again. It goes up into the crowd. The Soviet goalie is coming off the ice. His stick is broken. And on one of the plays earlier, when he took a tumble at the side of the net, he took a pretty bad one. He was holding onto his back for a while, but he has a new stick. Jack McDonald will do the face-off honors. Forward line has Bill Warwick, McDonald, and Grant Warwick. Shot by McDonald. It's right behind the net at this side. Comes out to Kusin, and a poke check breakup by Jack Taggart. McDonald fires it down, goes in after it. So's Bill Warwick in there. McDonald has it. Loses it behind the net. It's on this side with Grant Warwick, and Taggart traps it. Down to Grant, over in front of Brother Bill. Shot hit the goal post. That goalie was on the other side of the net, and the shot hit the goal post. Here is Kusin. Shot about 6 feet wide. Bobic on the far side. Shot stopped by McDonald, loose in front. Kusin in this corner with Corella, and behind the net, Grant Warwick has it. Krylov is chasing him. Here's Kusin over skating, and Bill Warwick breaks with McDonald. Hits the pass over, and Mac was turned around the wrong way. McDonald keeps it in for Canada. Shot is deflected, goes way over this side into the crowd. We're set to go with McDonald at center, Bill Warwick left wing, Grant at right wing, Corella and Taggart on the defense. 3 minutes left, Canada in front, 3-0. Kusin for Russia. Fires it to the corner. Picked up by Grant Warwick. Over to Brother Bill at the far side. Bill can't get rid of it. Bobrov gets the shot away. It's deflected, knocked back down. Here's Grant feeding ahead to McDonald. He's all by himself. Overskated, and the Soviet defenseman lost the puck between his own feet for a moment. Doug Kilburn and now Hal Corella. There is going to be a call on that of some nature. Apparently a whistle did or didn't blow. That's the question right now. Apparently it didn't. About 2 minutes to go. Icing the puck called against Russia. having a look from a bird's eye position right now at the peculiar brand of hockey helmet worn by the Soviet players and their bench directly beneath us. Soviet players lined up in front of their net talking to goalie Pochkov. It will be McDonald, Kilburn, and Middleton for Canada on the forward line, with McAvoy and Conway at defense. And Jack McDonald will take the face-off here. 1 minute and 45 seconds to go, 3-0 Canada. McDonald loses it. Almost regained it again. Gubichev shoots it into the corner. Picked up by McDonald. Tries to get his pass out. He got away with something that time because he carried the puck about 3 steps. Kilburn to Middleton. Broken up behind the Soviet net. Middleton has it in the corner now. Gets away from his man. The puck is loose. Kilburn goes behind the net for it. Jam up against the boards, and the officials are calling at least the face-off, maybe a penalty. We'll see. Yes, sir. The first penalty of the game to the Soviet team. If this is number 3, and I believe it is Sologubov, one of the Soviet defensemen. 2 minutes for board checking. It is number 3, Sologubov. So we'll see how Canada fares when they have a man advantage. 3 times tonight so far, they have played a man short. 1 minute and 10 seconds remain in the second period. Dick Warwick is at center. As a matter of fact, the 3 Warwicks are on the forward line now. Bill at left and Grant at right. McIntyre is playing defense with McAvoy. Grant has it. Back to McAvoy. Over here to McIntyre. Starts to move in. Behind the net to Bill. Bill got a slap at it, but didn't score. And Dickey has it now. Comes out of the zone, and McAvoy has to get it. Here's Dick Warwick with it. Gave it to brother Bill in front of the net. Got knocked down for his pains, and Bill still has it. Over to McAvoy. Shoots, and missed the net. Here's Grant in this corner. McIntyre again, back to Grant Warwick. This is Captain McAvoy moving in, gives it to Dick, and Dick's return pass comes, yes sir, out into center ice. The second period is only seconds away from its conclusion. Here's McIntyre. There's the siren. And the Soviet goalie made a great save with Bill Warwick right on his doorstep. End of the second period then. Canada picked up 2 goals and now leads Soviet Russia 3-0. The Soviet team skating away off the ice surface to its dressing room. They will have a man short when they come out for the third period for just a few seconds. Here we go in the third period. Jack McDonald is at center. And for Russia, it is Shuvalov, number 8. Russia is still a man short and will be for a few more seconds at least. The penalty incurred in the dying minutes of the second period. Canada in front by 3 goals to nothing. Here's Torella. Feeds ahead nicely to Jack McDonald. Goes off the end of his stick. He's in the corner for it. Fires it out. Slapped away, but Torella has it. To McDonald, to Bill Warwick. Scores! Bill Warwick! The time of that goal was 32 seconds. Russia, a man short. Torella to McDonald in the corner, and then to Warwick. And Bill pulled the goalie just enough off that corner post to slip it by him. Second goal of the night is 13th in the World Hockey Championship. 4-0 Canada now over Russia. Hal Perella tries to pass over, intended for Bill Warwick. The puck is rolling a little bit, but Hal picked it up again, and Grant has it in center ice now. Ahead to McDonald. Flipped away by one of the Soviet defensemen, Ukolov. Shawanoff has it now. Here's his pass over to Brobov. Back to Shawanoff. Stopped by Grant Warwick at the blue line. Knocked in and called back for offside. Dick Warwick is at center, Jack McIntyre at left wing, and Doug Kilburn at right wing. Ubalov still stays on for the Soviet team at center. Brobov, number 9, is at right wing. And Krylov, number 6, at left. McIntyre overskated it. It is up in the crowd, and the players just don't know where it is, but it popped over the sideboard. This is Brobov. Krylov on the far side gets his pass over. Bobroff couldn't take it, so here's McIntyre from Canada's blue line. Takes the drop pass back, still has it on the far side. Flips over, knocked away. McIntyre tried to push his way between two of the Russian defensemen to get at it. Kilburn fights for it on the far side. They blow the whistle for a face-off. Almost had the development of a little fracas on the far side as Kilburn was doing some bumping around over there with one of the Russians up against the boards. But the officials have got things calmed down, very big time. So we go to work again. 4-0 Canada, early minutes of the final period. McIntyre shot it around the horn in the corner, behind the net. Dick Warwick in there looking for it. Kilburn gets it to Warwick in the corner. Out to Kilburn, he takes a slap shot, moves in, McIntyre in front, and it missed the net. Slap shot by McIntyre, scored! For that blazing shot. The Soviet goaler didn't see it until it was going whistling by him. And we're going to have a new goaler coming on the ice for Russia, I do believe. That's what's going to happen. His name is Merchikon. Little fellow. And Pochkov, who has now given up 5 goals to Canada, goes to the bench. Dick Warwick at center, McIntyre at left wing, Kilburn at right. Conway and McAvoy at defense. Conway has it. He loses. Slapped by Doug Kilburn into the corner. Warwick in there looking for it, so's Kilburn. Bobroff comes out the far side. Over here to Krylov on the near boards. Gets the pass in and McClellan comes out. Conway from the corner. Ahead to Kilburn. To Dick Warwick. At the far side. Cut in trying to give a pass to Kilburn. Kilburn knocked his man down who was trying to check him, but couldn't control the puck. Long shot by Kevin Conway, a blazer. Thinking he might catch that new goalie. A little bit off base perhaps. The Russian team has failed to organize any form of positive attack up to this point. Middleton just came on the ice in time to pick up that loose one in center ice. Now it's McAvoy. And on the far side now it's Kusin for Russia and McAvoy again. Way over to Doug Kilburn. Mike Shabaga intercepting and losing it instantly. Middleton goes back for it. That's Kusin for Russia. Here is Uvarov down this side, slapping at McAvoy. Middleton has it. Up ahead intended for Kilburn, comes out to center ice. It was behind Doug instead of in front of him. Here is Krylov, gets the shot away. McClellan makes the save nicely. Kilburn from the corner. Shabaga trying to get in there to pick it up. It's loose in center ice. Kusin has it for Russia. Here's Krylov on the near boards. Shot deflected by McAvoy's stick. Almost caught the corner of the Canadian net. Beautiful golf swing, landed right on top of a nice gray fedora in the front row. Set to go again, Shabaga, Fairburn, and Middleton, the forward line for Canada now. Torella and Taggart at defense. It is 5-0. 5 minutes to play gone by in the final period. Al Torella on the near boards, over to Shabaga. Mike starts to work his way in and loses the puck. Torella picks it up, takes a slap at it. He's still got it. Over to Jimmy Fairburn, and he spun around and couldn't handle it. Back near Canada's blue line, Jack Taggart starts to move up slowly, shoots it in the corner. MacDonald has come on for Canada, replacing Shabaga. Jimmy Fairburn on the far wing, checks his man, gets the puck, starts to sweep. Nice pass back to MacDonald. Here's Middleton on this side. Jack takes a shot, shoots. Wow. That went whistling past this sub-goalie's ear. Right in front. Hitchcock, number 13, gets his pass away to the far side. It's in the corner with Fairburn. Listov, number 12, broken up by Fairburn. Here's MacDonald. Middleton comes up on this side looking for a pass. He's got it. Jimmy shoots, hit the post. Grant Warwick in the center ice zone on the far side. Over to Middleton. Called for offside. Changing around at 6 here by a couple of the Canadian team members. Let's see, we have Grant at center. Bill at, no, make that MacDonald at center. Grant at right wing and Bill at left wing. Taggart and Torella at defense. We've played 6 minutes and 20 seconds of this last period. 5-0 Canada. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, and 2 early in this period. Jack MacDonald. And the Soviet goalie doesn't know where the puck is. Here's Torella. Checked on the boards directly beneath us, and Bill Warwick comes over. Hal gets it and fires it into the corner. Bill Warwick makes his move for it, loses it. Bobroff up the far side. Trans back into Torella, and I think he's going to get it. Sent to the penalty box for 2 minutes. Call that one as you like. The Swiss official calls it an infraction of the rules, and he goes to the penalty box for 2 minutes. There was some discussion beneath us between the official and the timekeeper. We wondered for a moment whether he had given Torella perhaps a 5-minute penalty. There was no call for it. So Canada will play a man short now. We'll have McIntyre. No, as you were, he's coming back off. Dick Warwick, Doug Kilburn, and Conway and McAvoy at defense. 7 minutes and 5 seconds of the third period gone. Canada leads Russia 5-0. Dick Warwick in the corner. Trapped by Kilburn. Canada putting on a bit of a power play here, even though they're a man short. Dick Warwick has broken his stick, and Kilburn jams the puck against the boards. Set to go with Dick Warwick at center. Losing it to Bobrov. Picked up, however, by Kilburn. And it could be another jamming session, but finally it goes loose down into the corner. Here is Bobic, along with Shuvalov. Back to Shuvalov, and his return pass is broken up by McAvoy, who starts up center. Looks for Doug Kilburn over here. May shoot. He does. And the Russian goalie did a jumping jack act that time. Across the ice from Kilburn to McAvoy. Canada playing a man short is keeping the puck inside the Russian zone. Bobrov feeds a long pass up here. McAvoy takes it away on the near boards. Over to Kilburn. Up ahead intended for Dick Warwick. Can't get to it. Shuvalov rolled it in front of the net and is taken away to the corner by Doug Kilburn. Trying to flip it against the boards, he sent it into the crowd. A familiar chant of "Go Vees, Go" is being picked up by this crowd. The ice stadium here at Krefeld is jammed. Capacity is supposed to be 7,000. I would say there were more than that in here right now. Predominantly a Canadian crowd, many service personnel particularly. Bobrov from the far side. Shuvalov tried to get a pass over. Middleton's got it. Russian players are having a tough time keeping their feet. Here's Russia moving on the attack with Shuvalov in possession. Bobrov, Taggart chasing him, gets a shot away. McClellan turns it to this corner. Shuvalov in front, of backhander over his head. It's behind the net. McIntyre starting to come out. Canada is back at full strength. Here's Torella trying for a break. Dragubov is the Russian man Al's mixing it up with for the puck down there. Jimmy Middleton from the corner. As it's slapped away from him behind the net. McAvoy trying to get it. Canada continues to put on the pressure. They're leading 5-0. It's gone 9.5 minutes, the final period. Bobrov, offside. Mr. Bobrov, no light. He went down hard. He thought there should have been a penalty called, apparently. Put out his hands in sort of mute appeal to the officials, who just said no dice on that. All set to go. Having a little byplay with some of the boys from the Penticton Vees, Canada's representatives right beneath us here, yelling up, "How do we like this? We love it, eh?" Here's Bill, shot, and the rebound is batted away with the goalie down flat on his back. There is the 10-minute mark of the third period, and they change ends. Ivan McClellan moving to his position in the nets to our left. Right now has himself a 5-0 shutout. In the 7 games up to this point, he has given up only 6 goals. Bill Warwick at left wing with McDonald at center and Kilburn at right wing. Bill fires it in around the horn. There's Kilburn in looking for it. Up to Kusin on the far side. The shot is saved and held by Ivan McClellan at the post. About 9 minutes and 40 seconds from now, if things keep on the way they are, this place is going to be absolute bedlam when the final siren blows. Many, many servicemen, Army and Air Force, Canadian servicemen here, and the crowd is predominantly, so far this afternoon, very definitely on Canada's side. A whole group of folks are here from the Canadian Embassy down at Vaughan. That's McAvoy in the corner, out to McIntyre, pokes it away. Up the side goes Dick Warwick, but it's too far ahead of him. Kusin, number 10, in possession for Russia right now. Pass goes to the far side to Krylov. Return pass comes over here and is slapped back into center ice by Kilburn. Uvarov, number 11, losing it at the Canadian defense line. Conway's pass is intended for Kilburn, and it's flipped back into center ice by the Russian defense. Here's McIntyre. Kilburn takes a slap at it. is knocked down, still fights for it. Six is starting to get a little bit high again. That is the second time Kilburn has been close to some activity. I saw the little goalie try to... Slap shot by McAvoy is stopped at the Russian defense. Shabaga is on, so is Middleton and Jimmy Fairburn, McAvoy and Conway, the two defensemen. Called back for icing, face off over here. Mike Shabaga on the face-off. Loses possession to Gorichev. Pliskov from behind his own net with Shabaga chasing him, and Middleton takes it away. All the way over here, intercepted by McAvoy, shoots in front of the net, and they hit the post again. That's the third time tonight. Middleton hit the post right in front. Middleton, number 17. Quick pass over intended for McAvoy, too far ahead of him. He lets it go to the corner. Russians are having a tough time getting into their own defense zone, and that pass went away astray and is called by the officials for offside. There are all sorts of noisemakers in this crowd. One Canadian soldier is leading that Go Vees Go chant with a cowbell. This is McDonald, shooting it to the corner. He's on with Grant Warwick and Bill Warwick, Taggart and Torella at defense. The Russian boys just keep firing it out of their own defense zone. Air attack has been just about nil. This is Jack Taggart shooting, deflected behind the net by the Russian goalie. Bobrov on the near boards, flips the pass over to Shuvalov, gets the return pass, and promptly skates offside. But the play turns back toward the Russian zone, so there's no whistle. That's Grant Warwick chasing the Russian defenseman for possession. Comes skidding across to this side. Grant almost took it away from him, and the Russian team cannot get organized. Bobic didn't seem to know where the puck was for a moment. Shuvalov to Bobic. Bobic gets by one man. Gets the pass out, Shuvalov flipped it away, and it missed the net by about 3 or 4 feet. Here's Torella. Over to Bill Warwick. Led him just a little bit. So Bill goes to the corner, right out in front. Nobody there to get it. Bobrov runs into Grant Warwick and comes out second best on that exchange. Shuvalov over to Bobrov. Grant Warwick moving up with brother Bill. Over it comes. McDonald goes up to get in the act. Shot just about took the Russian goalie's head off. Man! He went down and held the puck beside the net for a face-off. Dick Warwick on the face-off gets it over to Kilburn. Kilburn shoots. It's stopped by one of the Russian defensemen's feet. Dick Warwick is jamming against the boards behind the net. Another face-off. All set, McIntyre is on with Kilburn and Dick Warwick, and it's batted out into center ice by one of the Russian defensemen. 6 minutes of playing time remain in this game. The big one that has turned out so far even better than anybody hoped, I believe, right now. Kusin, number 10, overskating the puck on the near boards. Conway picks it up, flips the pass ahead intended for Dick Warwick. Then he flips one out to center ice. Kusin, number 10 for Russia. Knocked away by Kilburn. He has only one man to beat, and there's Dick Warwick with him. Sticks are getting a little bit higher. McIntyre in front of the net, shoots, missed the side. Kilburn is ridden off the puck by one of the Russian defensemen. Here's Doug again, picking up that loose puck in center. Kicked it across the blue line, but couldn't control it. Conway's hot pass was too much for Jack McIntyre to handle. Bobic on the far side. This is just shinny right now. Here's McIntyre. Drop back to Dick Warwick. Jimmy Fairburn has it. Flips over in front. It's behind the net. McIntyre's in there looking for it. So's Fairburn. And the Russian players jam it up against the back of the net. Right in front of the net, and Jimmy Fairburn tried to knock in the rebound from Middleton's shot and couldn't get away. Here's Torella with a slap shot. Middleton picks it up. It is loose, and it's called for offside by the officials. Both whistles blast at the same time. Mike Chabag is on at center now with Middleton and Fairburn, Taggart and Torella at defense. Right in front of the net, and Middleton finally clears it away for Canada. Here's Fairburn. He overskated, and Middleton picked it up. Takes the shot, tries to go through, loses the puck. Mike Chabag picks it up on the far side. Off number 12 down the near boards. Goes towards the corner, fires out. McCullen does a split and went all the way across. Russia trying to work the puck in close to the Canadian net, and Taggart breaks that spot up. Over it goes to Middleton. Hit him on the leg, and he couldn't control it when it came down to the ice. It is Christoph firing a rather aimless pass into the Canadian defense zone. 3 minutes of playing time left. Canada 5, Russia nothing. Hitchcock on the far side. Torella runs into him. They both go down, and they call for a face-off. Canada has on McDonald, McIntyre, and Bill Warwick as the forward line. McAvoy and Conway at defense. In center ice, the Russian pass intercepted by McDonald, who loses it right away. Bobrov overskated. Conway has it now. Fires a hard shot, and that Russian goalie put his legs together just at the last moment. He is a bewildered young man in that net, believe me. Bill Warwick picking it up. He's got a couple tonight for a total of 13. A change for Bill. The crowd is on his side. Fires it back out in front. Centering out. Nobody home to get it. Bobic, number 7, runs into Conway, knocks him down, but loses control of the puck. Comes out loose in center ice directly beneath us. McDonald is chasing Shubalov. Shubalov passes over to Bobrov on the far side. Bill Warwick slaps at him with his stick. And the puck is loose and picked up by McIntyre. 2 minutes to go, 1 minute 50 seconds to be exact. McDonald tried to bump his way around the Russian defenseman, wasn't successful. Here's Bobic at Canada's blue line. He took a nice jolt from Conway. McAvoy intercepted. Fired it out to center ice. 1.5 minutes remain. This is Jack McDonald at the blue line, called for offside. Jack McIntyre skated over. Middleton, Dick Warwick, and Doug Kilburn, the forward line for Canada right now. About 1.25 minutes to go. This is Dick Warwick with it. Flips it down inside the Soviet zone, goes after it, but can't get it. Here it is in center ice, Kuzin. The Canadian team wants this shutout. 5-0 right now with about 1 minute left. 1 minute exactly left from the clock. Middleton is getting the gate for 2 minutes in the last minute of play. Apparently for board checking. We were watching Conway tangling with one of the Russian players in the corner. All set to go now. Canada will play this last 55 seconds a man short. McIntyre on the draw. Out here to Grant Warwick. He loses it in center ice. Russian defenseman almost overskated it right down in his own zone. Warwick knocks one of the Russian players down. Conway put one of the Russian players almost over the boards, as you saw. And Kevin took those gloves off in a whale of a hurry, didn't he? He was going to do any punching. He was going to do it with gloves off. And he's going off the ice now. Two-minute penalty to Kevin Conway. About 40 seconds to go. Canada 2 men short now. That's Dickie Warwick after his man. McAvoy's on, so is Tarala. Beautiful save by McClellan. Warwick fires it down the ice. 20 seconds to go. 5-0 Canada. Hussein fell flat. Cross pass back intended for Bobrov. Over to the corner. About 3 seconds left. It is over. And Canada has won 5-0. And look at those boys mob Ivan McClellan. You won't be able to see the ice surface in a few minutes for bodies. They're just beating poor old Ivan to pieces. The Russian team, as you see, is lined up at the blue line to our right. The Canadian players are still being mobbed by supporters at the other end of the arena. Well, here's a look at some of the bedlam that is still going on the ice surface at Krefeld, Germany, where Canada has just shut out the defending champions from Russia by 5-0. The flags of all nations that competed in the tournament are being held, as you have just seen, by members of clubs that participated in other games here. The Soviet team lined up on the blue line to the right. You saw the Canadian team. And there is going to be the presentation of the World Hockey Cup to Bunny Ahern. He is completely ringed by photographers. There must be at least 40 or 50 on the ice who have been shooting the victorious Canadian players. And I can promise you that Canada's players have got grins on their faces from ear to ear and back again. This is the 15th time since the World Hockey Championships were inaugurated back in the 20s that Canada has won the world title. It is, of course, tremendously sweet revenge for last year's 7-2 loss to Russia in the final game. Here is the presentation to Captain George McAvoy by Bunny Ahern. And look at those cameras pop, would you? I can promise you George is a happy boy at this moment. And all Canada should be mighty, mighty proud of the Penticton Vees from British Columbia who came over here, and particularly the scintillating play of goalie Ivan McClellan, who chalked up his third shutout today in the big one. 5-0, the final score, Canada over Russia. Being awarded a trophy for the runner-up, and a very nice smile he gave Captain George McAvoy as they shook hands, and they're posing now for that absolute battery of photographers with Mr. Ahern in the middle. You see now in center ice here at Krefeld, Germany, the members of the Russian squad congratulating the victorious Canadian team. This was a good, rough, tough battle all the way, but the Canadian team very definitely showed its superiority from the opening whistle right until the 60 minutes was up. A well-deserved victory for a fine bunch of guys, and they sure are. Off the ice to the dressing room. This is Steve Douglas speaking for cameraman Art Chetwin. audio operator Fred McCord, and producer Jack McCabe. It's been a great, wonderful experience to have been here, and we certainly hope that those of you who have watched the games on CBC television have enjoyed them. So, until we see you again, back home, so long, everybody.